Hi everyone, today we'll be looking at the Studio Series 49 Bumblebee, and this Bumblebee is based on the first movie, I think. So as you can see, it has a standard Studio Series box design. And this version comes with the battle mask, so I'm not sure if in the future we're gonna get a new one with a different head, so that's something to keep in mind right now. So let's open it up and see what accessories this figure comes with. So this figure only comes with one accessory, and that is his weapon. And here's how the figure looks straight out of the packaging. He has great proportions, I think, for his robot mode. I think where the design lacks right here in this version is all this kibble he has in the back is basically all of his hood and his windshield. So let's compare him with the original Bumblebee. So this is the original toy version of Bumblebee. So it's interesting to look at. Especially how the line has evolved, how they gotten better, I guess, the designs from the movie. But as toys, I see it as a downgrade. The original Bumblebee had actual better toy engineering than this one. As you can see, it's also bigger. One thing that it would have been cool is to combine what is best of both versions, is have it in this size with this design and with this toys engineering. It would have been an awesome toy to have, but I guess that's why we have the masterpiece version, huh? But just a comparison, it's interesting to see how the line has evolved too over the years. Hard to believe that the movie came out a long time ago, so I know that to many fans the movie is the original introduction to Transformers, so that's pretty cool too. And I think that's something that the fan base needs to respect, is that, you know, the movie brought in a lot of fans, and to them the movie was their original introduction to Transformers, such as it was for G1, and for myself it was in the 90s with Beast Wars. So that's something that needs to also be respected. And we also got to give credit to Hasbro too, to keeping the line alive. Because I know after the last movie, nobody knew where the line was going, especially after the failure. So I think the Studio Series really helped out the line overall. Hasbro, it helped out the movies. And then the Bumblebee movie really helped it out stay alive. And honestly, that is really hard to do, especially over 10 years, because they couldn't really do that with G1. So that's something that we need to give credit to them, to the studio and Hasbro. I think Paramount is the studio that produces the movie, so I'm not sure on that. But let's take a closer look at Bumblebee. He does come with, as I mentioned before, his battle mask. I don't think you can remove it to reveal his normal face. So knowing Hasbro, we'll probably get a new figure with his regular head. I wouldn't be surprised. So let's look at the articulation. As you can see, single ball jointed elbow articulation. Pretty much no hand articulation. So let's look at the leg. Pretty good range of motion. The knee articulation. No ankle articulation besides the transformation here. which I wouldn't call that articulation. You know, the head can move up and down. Not much range to it, besides looking left and right. Shoulder articulation on a single ball joint. He can turn too, but it's pretty limited on the waist articulation. I don't know, this figure to me has its pros and cons. So let me start transforming him and see how that goes. So the transformation shouldn't be hard. Let me see if I can get it on video. So pull the chest up, extend his headlights for car mode. Then the back, flip this over, bring this up. Let me see. Let me remove his weapon too. So align the chest here. Okay. Align the doors. Let me bring in his robot arms in. Let me see. Let me start working on his legs. Shouldn't be that hard. So I guess we're gonna bring this in by the looks of it. Okay, I see. So this is how the transformation is going. So you can see how the arms are supposed to go. Then the feet, just gonna go inside here. So I'm trying to align it properly. Okay. I think that's the biggest problem for this toy, is just aligning everything right. Let me see. So this taps in there. Okay. So this is the best transformation I could get out of him. So this is the best transformation I could get. Still had some issues tabbing it on the side of the back door. But overall, I was kind of impressed with the transformation. I was surprised how well they did things. So I thought it was going to be more like a shell former. So overall, they did a pretty good job. One thing that I noticed is I couldn't find any space to store his gun. Unless there is one. But let me know what you think of this figure. Are you gonna add it to your collection? I think, as I mentioned before, I wish this figure would have added better toy engineering. But I know that for its price, especially, they had to shrink it down to scale better. Some compromises had to be made. But overall, I do recommend this figure, especially if you don't have plenty of Bumblebees or if you're a big Bumblebee fan. So let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for watching.